Hi everybody and welcome back to Ritual Corner from another corner of my house. Welcome. Thank you so much for all your comments and questions on last week's Ritual Corner. We're going to be looking at one of those questions today. There's been lots of awesome questions actually, and I think I'll be looking at all of them, and some of the other areas might be brought into this question as well because a lot of the questions kind of crossed over. And today I'm going to be looking at Alvine's question about I haven't got it written down, Alvine, so I'm just trying to remember what it is you asked. I think it was that as an eclectic witch, how do you, any hints and tips for writing a ritual from scratch and maybe drawing upon different elements or different traditions, which is an excellent question. And I know a lot of you asked about mixing different traditions and spiritualities. So let's go, I mean, I have no issue at all with mixing different traditions if it feels right. If it really feels right, then why not? But make sure you're doing it because it feels right, not just because you want to show off or because actually, you know what, I want that and I want that, without thinking, does that work? Is that going to feel good? Is that going to not cause chaos? Or are those deities going to get on? So let's go back to basics. So we're starting a ritual from scratch. What is a ritual? You know, what is it? It's a thing that we do, that we repeat, that becomes and is sacred to us. We set the intention that when we do these actions or these words, or sit in this space, that this is sacred or this is something that we are focusing on. It's often a set of words or actions or a gathering at a certain place at a certain time that signals and triggers a ritual. You know, there's the Japanese tea drinking rituals. So it's having certain objects that will put us into this meditative space. So a ritual could be for you picking up a crystal, taking a certain amount of breaths, getting into a space, saying a few words of thanks, of blessings, or whatever you want to say, lighting a candle, putting it out. And that's the ritual, and that is epic and lovely and wonderful, and you know, that's meaningful. That could be your ritual. Getting up in the morning, saying hello to the sun, saying a blessing and a greeting before you have your cup of tea in the morning is a morning ritual, and one that I like to work with actually, that you get up and you say a blessing or a greeting to not just the sun, to the day, to the elements, to the land, sort of a greeting in the morning, and also at night as well, a thankful kind of nighttime ritual. Simple, small, but they become ritual because they are repeated and they are focused on. They are something that the intent goes to it. So that is, in the tiniest of nutshells, what a ritual is. But how to start from scratch? What is your intent? So we know what a ritual is, what a basic framework of what a ritual is. It can be as theatrical as you would like it to be. I've been to rituals for hundreds and hundreds of people, and there's music and great costumes and drama and crying, and that's epic and wonderful. I say epic quite a lot, don't I? I'll try and calm the use of the word epic. I have to have an epic box, an awesome and an epic box. Every time I say those words I'll have to stop. And there are these amazing massive rituals, and I've also, you know, and then a ritual can also be you on a full moon with a duffel coat on, going into the garden, saying those things that you say, which become your ritual. And it's all beautiful and it's all personal. So what is your intention for the ritual? Firstly, before we think about the elements or what's coming from the outside, what is your intention for this ritual? What is it you're wanting to be doing? If you have a pen and paper and you're thinking of starting a ritual or writing a ritual, intention is key. Otherwise the whole thing is just not really going to gel and not really going to be, you're not going to feel that great. Hopefully, you know, you might do, but you probably won't feel that same connection to it if you haven't got that intention set. So it could be celebrate the solstice. It could be to manifest a new job. It could be to do a healing on a dear friend. It could be anything that you want to do. But then, okay, so you've set your intention. You know what it is that you want to do this ritual for. To honour the moon, to honour the animals. Just throwing ideas out there. And then what I would do is look at the elements of that. So say it's a solstice celebration or an honouring a season. What time of the year is it? What's, you know, what resonates this time of year? What do you feel about this time of year? And then start building it up from there. Do you want to bring bits of nature? Do you want to do this outside? Do you want to do this inside? Maybe, you know, people are asking about mixing in different traditions. That's fine if you feel that what you're doing requires that energy. So if you're doing a a crazy oracle, or you're doing something a bit more advanced, you know, maybe you feel like, I want this. Oh my gosh, but you work with that goddess, and that would be great if we had that energy. And you over there, you like that deity. What would happen if we brought it all together? Could be chaos, could be amazing. And if you're willing to experiment and to do this all respectfully, why not? I feel you can bring in different traditions, but I just feel it has to be, again, respectful, and there needs to really be a point to it. For example, if you're travelling and you are maybe from England and you're travelling to America, you may want to mix, because you may want to honour the spirits of the land in America, but also bring your own energy, your own totem deity, your own patron deity, with you in that ritual. You may find that the spirits of the land, of that space, get the biggest part of the ritual, but you may want to bring in your own, weave in your own deity energy as well. So I don't want to go on too long with these videos. I know that I'm talking a lot. But to answer your question, Alvine, is I think start with the intent and build from there. Start with weave it like a weaving. Get one thread, then weave more threads to it. You may find that, you know, if you're having this celebration to be grateful, that you want to involve some colours, some crystals, some candles. You may feel you want to actually do this song that you wrote earlier in the year that's actually going to bring together this feeling. And when you have all the elements written down, a structure is good. So you can have the opening. I mean, if you do circles, I'm not saying everyone does, but a circle is a nice thing. A circle opening, you know, maybe inviting the protective spirits, inviting the deities you've chosen to work with, and then start on the intent of what it is that you're doing and working with. I will do another video, I think, about ritual structure. So that can be another video, but this was kind of straying into that area. But I feel that you can bring in anything you want to bring in, as if in your heart and your guts it feels right. And if you invoke deities that don't get on, you're prepared to deal with the consequences. And it's all part of experimentation. And again, if you're doing it respectfully, why not? Yeah, I hope that came some way to answering your question. There's going to be more videos, I think, on looking at mixing traditions, and people asked about that, and also about structure of ritual. And any more questions you have about ritual, do let me know. I just feel that the most core thing I wanted to get across in this video is that bringing it back down to basics of what is a ritual. It's something you do that means something, and you may repeat it, and every time you repeat it you add energy to it. So like the tea ritual, you know, when you pick up that teacup, you'll feel imbued with the energy that you felt when you know, this built up from that. So when you hold your magical tools, they've been in ritual a lot, you feel imbued with that energy. So holding a ritual tool can be part of this mindset. Saying a certain set of words, getting into a certain outfit, getting your clothes off, all these things can be the thing that switches you into that ritual mind. And if you have a certain way that you set up a circle, a certain way that you do things, doing those things will set you into that ritual mind. And then you can bring kind of anything else into it that you want to, as I said, as long as it feels respectful, as long as you're okay with the consequences if it all goes wrong, and as long as you're in the art of love and experimentation, go with it, and do let me know your results. Thank you very, very much. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye.